It's time to ask a lawyer with Yasmin Young and attorney Josh Ramos of Ramos & Ramos Attorneys at Law.
Attorney Josh Ramos is in the building, and we're going to go to the power line for our first question. Hey, who is this?
This is April. My question is, if you work for a company and they attempt to terminate you, but you were already notified that you would be terminated because you were the only female working in your field doing what you do, and you bring that to their attention, a different position on a different shift, but with the same company. How do you address that? And then they later offer you back your position, but at a different site.
Hey, April, first and foremost, changing of positions, termination, or any kind of modification of your job solely because you're a woman is illegal. What you did state in your question was that you received notification of this. So hopefully it's some form of written notification, which doesn't seem likely, but if you have it, keep a copy of it, print it out, save it, and if they switch positions and you don't like that position, you're always welcome to reach out. There's quite a few attorneys, myself, who work with gender discrimination. So just save whatever notification you have, and if you don't like any of the changes, then you do have some options to go forward because, again, your employer is not allowed to change your position or terminate you as a result of what gender you are.
Hi, who is this?
My name is Mary. I lost my divorce based on my lawyer not showing up and not following through. What can I do to my lawyer?
You do have a few options in this situation. Probably the easiest option, was something I would try first, is if your lawyer wasn't showing up, you could always get another lawyer to come in, and there's various tools they have within the civil practice laws and rules, which basically states you have the option to reopen your case, file a motion to re-argue or rehear it, to set aside a default as a result of what sounds like law office failure, which is his neglect in showing up. A lot of judges, they would rather give you that because they'd want the case to be decided on the merits as opposed to a default, which means like you just didn't show up and weren't prosecuting your case or defending it, so you basically got hosed. The second option is, you could have potentially a legal malpractice case, which means an attorney would have to come in, take a look to see what you should have gotten in a divorce, but for him not showing up, and then you have to prove not only you should have gotten something better, but that the lawyer screwed up as well, and we need to see if there's legal proof that he failed to show up, such as what does the decision say, that says, hey, the attorney forgot to show up 16 times. That's going to be pretty easy to prove. So option one, get an attorney to see if they could reopen your divorce, which might easily happen in this situation. Or option two is you could pursue this in a legal malpractice case, but I would always start off with option one first because that's the path of least resistance.
Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Tina. I just want to know if you may know what should actually do, because Kmart, when they had shut down on Walden and Buffalo, a lot of people had property or electronics that had a 3-year warranty, and they never sent out no notice that if you come in at 30 days that you was able to exchange it to get it extended or whatever. But then they just cut everybody off. It's yo, you ain't gonna exchange nothing if they broke down.
It's in this situation, you have a contract with you and Kmart, it sounds like, for some kind of warranty. It sounds like you bought the extended warranty through them. I don't know what the terms of that warranty are. I haven't seen them. But at the end, what I do know about Kmart is one big national corporation. Just because their one office closes, it shouldn't really preclude you from using that warranty because they're still open. So one of the options you do have, which probably seems like the easiest one, and see where it goes from there, is I'd go to Buffalo Small Claims Court and then pick a Kmart that's open in Buffalo and say you're suing that Kmart for a breach of warranty. And the judges there are pretty receptive, and I don't think they're gonna fall for the excuse of, well, the warranty's only with one company or one office, and we closed that office, so we don't have to argue this. At the end, the judge is gonna know this is a big corporation and they're basically sticking it to you in this one, and that's just not fair. So go to small claims. If your product breaks down, bring your product to small claims and say, hey, this product was $75. Bring a proof of what it's worth today, such as a printout from their website of that product or some other online website as proof. Bring 2 of them with you, and the judge should be receptive to that argument.
You can call in with your questions for attorney Josh Ramos, 644-9393. Hello.
Hi, I just have a question about the landlord thing.
Sure.
And I'm on my way into work, and I got to be in there at 5. But if you're renting a house and you get served that your house is in foreclosure and the landlord lives out of town, she would not answer any of your phone calls. What do you do?
Actually, it sounds like you potentially might be in a really good situation. It sounds like you have a bank foreclosure or a tax foreclosure going on, most likely a bank foreclosure given when you're getting notice. You have a lot of options. One thing I'm telling you right now is I would not pay rent anymore. That doesn't mean don't use that money somewhere else. It means take that money, hide it under your mattress, so to speak, put it in some account, keep it separately. But do not pay that landlord rent, because who knows when that foreclosure is, when it's going to happen. You're supposed to get some kind of notice from the foreclosure company. But again, don't pay rent, because at the end of the day, I've seen places where tenants are paying rent to a foreclosed prior owner and then they get shafted. So, what I would want you to do is give me a call at the office, and I'd love to talk to you, help you out. Even though we're primarily an injury and accident firm, this sounds something that I just want to volunteer and help you with. So I know they mentioned the number. It's 810-6140. That's my office. Call, speak with me. My name's Josh. But again, don't pay rent. Hold that money aside. And if the foreclosure happens and you end up having to move out and no one collects after that money, and guess what? All that rent for 5, 10, 12 months is just sitting there. And if they're not collecting it, you might end up with it all. And so give me a call, and I'd love to talk to you.
For a more in-depth consultation with Ramos & Ramos regarding personal injury, workers' compensation, or worksite accidents, call 716-810-6140 or visit them online at ramosandramos.com. You can submit your questions at WBLK.com.